people live their lives pointing fingers.
I did not have the confidence of saying yes when I wanted to say no, or saying no when I wanted to say yes.
It was a ministry that is tired, a ministry where there was no self-esteem.
A lack of urgency, a lack of proactivity, a lack of creativity, a lack of that feel-good factor.
I was what I would call a wandering generality. You know, I didn't have a plan about anything. I woke up in the morning. If it was Monday, that meant I got to work. If it was Saturday, that meant I slept somewhere.
A few years ago, I was looking for answers in some of those questions that I was asking myself. How I could become a better person and achieve better results in my life. How could I achieve full potential? And in so doing, I came across some materials that took me to the US. And in the US, I studied under one of the best turnaround experts, a man known as Tony Robbins. And having learned what I learned, I was able to change a lot of things, get better results in my life, from my health, from being a huge guy to a small guy, from doing businesses, the way I did my businesses, the way I related with people. All that changed. It was such a wonderful feeling because I discovered that I had great potential which I was not tapping into. And after I discovered all this, I decided to share with the people of Africa and beyond, in them getting also the full potential. And in the last 8 years or so, since Peak came about, we've trained more than 50,000 people, or most of them who have reported amazing results since applying the simple skills that we teach.
Performance International is a human resource development firm established in 2000 that specializes in transformational training and coaching. The only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment.
In the last 8 years or so since Peak Performance came into being in Kenya, we've worked with hundreds of organizations, including airlines, insurance, banking or banks, manufacturers, pharmaceutical companies, government ministries within Kenya and other countries as well, media houses, among many other people that we've worked with.
I've been in housing finance now for just over 2 years. And when I joined, as I settled in and started getting to understand the company, definitely one area of concern I had was a sort of culture that I found in the organization. A culture that was probably a remnant of the almost parastatalish sort of history that we've had. With the culture I found, and with the sort of situation the company was in, where we were not making much money, where we were losing market share, where we're having more and more competitors coming into the mortgage finance landscape, basically it was change or die.
We bought another bank, and we wanted to combine the two institutions in a way so that at the end of the process we were one family. And we looked around at various options and decided that what Peak Performance offered us gave us the best opportunity. We engaged Peak Performance for their interactive program called Unleash the Power Within.
We dubbed it Shift Your Thinking. Okay? And one thing it definitely has done is shifted the thinking of the organization. It has shifted the culture, or at least taken that first major step in shifting our culture. And also beyond just the work front, it has also helped shape people's own lives, because the whole experience does touch on your own lives, on your own health management, your own dieting, your own exercising. So it's gone even beyond just the workplace. So I think for the individuals that went through it, which is basically the whole organization, it has definitely had a positive, profound effect. You can definitely feel that buzz, and you hear less complaints of inter-team friction and more of we and not them.
At the end of it, there was a lot more harmony, there was a lot more confidence among individual staff that they were full members of our organization and had a valuable role to play. There was much more interaction and communication There was more confidence expressed by individuals. There was a bit more life, if you like, from people in the organization, which meant the organization had more life.
I would strongly recommend Peak Performance to other CEOs of other companies because, one, they're very flexible in terms of the programs they come up with. They develop the programs around your actual needs instead of giving you like a fixed or cast in stone sort of program. So I would very, very strongly recommend Peak Performance.
Would I recommend Peak Performance to other CEOs? Undoubtedly. Yeah, they really were professional and created a lot of impact. I wouldn't have hesitation in recommending them if they needed the sort of experience we needed.
Most organizations and individuals have been focusing on producing more technical competence, yet research has demonstrated over and over again that success is 80% psychology and 20% skill.
Or we've seen companies change from being a small companies that have been struggling to becoming major in their industry, becoming very competitive.
The reason we had Peak Performance is that we realized that Nation Media Group is an organization that had grown very, very fast. In the last 10 years, we had moved from being a newspaper company to a multimedia house. And we thought there was a huge opportunity for us to work together, for us to not just enhance teamwork, but to sort of be transparent in the way we did our business, to feel accountable to each other, to build a family, a sense of belonging. We wanted to launch a culture where employees actually decide what kind of culture they want. And by the time we went to Peak Performance, we engaged them and started a journey to change our lives, to help us realize our objectives, to help us realize or even worry and reflect on why we are around in this globe and what role we have to play within nation, within our families, within the bigger publics. And with that, we got Peak Performance to do a program, and that program, I must say, has been life-changing. We have, I think, to a large extent, broken the hierarchy, and people relate much more as family members with a common objective. I must attribute a significant portion of that to the work that Peak Performance did with each employee at Kenya.
When I joined this ministry, one of the major findings was there was a lot of compartmentalization when I came here. The office of the PS was seen as an office that you want to make friendship with so that you can get work. This therefore provided an immediate challenge for me as the chief executive on how to turn around these symptoms. My motivation to get Peak International was to get a second voice through which my desire as a chief executive I could express what I would like to do. I think I would have not survived up to this stage, because I believe very strongly that in an organization that there is no teamwork, you are going nowhere. In an organization that there is no shared values, you are going nowhere. In an organization that is closed and the rest of the world don't understand what it is about, you are going nowhere. Any organization, not only ministries, need a sense of teamwork. So I would highly recommend Peak Performance International, especially because of their philosophy of unleashing the potential in organizations and in individuals to ministries, organizations that are challenged in terms of their desire to attain higher performance.
If you're one of those people who really want to take charge of your life and unleash your full potential, make more money, then Peak Performance is a place as an individual you need to come to. If you're one of those who leads an organization and you want better results from your staff, better performance, then I think Peak Performance would be the right place to come, because here you get quality training. After the program, you'll see a huge difference in the performance and attitudes of your staff.
After this experience, your life and your team will never be the same again. Unleash your potential with Peak Performance International.